Have you ever imagined having a single sentence that could capture any woman's attention and create an instant connection? Sounds too good to be true, right? But after countless attempts and a few epic blunders, I finally found this line. Simple, natural, and irresistible. And here's the best part. It works because it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. In today's video, I'm going to reveal exactly what that line is, why it works so well, and how you can use it authentically to completely change the game. Just a heads up, missing this secret might be the mistake that leaves you behind. So stick with me till the end, because you're about to be amazed. Let's get straight to the point. Every guy has found himself wondering, what's the perfect line to win a woman over? Maybe you've memorized a few of those movie quotes, or tried to be the Don Juan of your group. But let me tell you a secret. What matters isn't what you say, but how it makes her feel. This is where most guys stumble, focusing on the magic words instead of the impact. But don't worry, because after this, things are about to seriously change. Here's the truth. The lines that work have a superpower. They hit straight to the emotional core. Picture this. You say something that makes her laugh, think, or feel special, boom. You're the guy who stands out. Not because you recited Shakespearean poetry, but because you created a moment she'll remember. It's all about the effect you have, not about memorizing the alphabet. Sounds simple, right? But trust me, very few people actually get the game like this. Now let's talk about the lines that don't work. Those classics like, did you fall from heaven? Or is your dad a thief? Because he stole the stars, are so overused that they might get a pity smile at best, if that. It's like trying to unlock a door with a spoon. Frustrating and weird. The game isn't about sounding like a poet. It's about connecting. And that connection happens when you're genuine. Imagine having that key to make everything flow naturally. You're getting there? So, what's the secret? Creating moments that go beyond words. When you understand how to spark curiosity and make it clear you're not just another face in the crowd, the magic happens. And don't worry, this has nothing to do with memorization. What do women really want to hear? Many guys think that to win a woman over, they need to drop a line worthy of an Oscar for creativity. But in reality, what truly matters isn't that. It's saying something that makes emotional sense to her. Women aren't looking for fireworks. They want to feel seen. They want to know that you notice the unique person they are, not just another face in the crowd. Let's break this down. Imagine you're at a bar and see a woman wearing a unique necklace. Instead of going with the usual, you're beautiful, which she's probably heard 1,000 times, how about something like, that necklace looks like it has a cool story. Does it have a special meaning? This shows you noticed her, the detail, what makes her different. You don't need to be Sherlock Holmes, just someone who genuinely pays attention. And trust me, that has a massive effect. Another secret is creating exclusivity. When you drop a line that could be said to anyone, guess what happens? Nothing. Zero emotional impact. But if you focus on something only she has, the way she laughs, her choice of drink, or even the energy she gives off, boom, the conversation hits a whole new level. It's not about buttering her up, but being authentic and truly making her feel special. At the end of the day, women want to hear things that show you see them for who they truly are. Interesting, unique, and worthy of your attention. And this doesn't require you to become a character or change who you are. Just fine-tune your radar to see beyond the surface. Think you need to drop a Shakespeare-style poem to impress a woman? Forget about it. A line that works isn't about sounding like a wordsmith. It's about simplicity with purpose. The secret lies in 3 basic steps: grabbing attention, sparking interest, and creating an emotional connection. Think of it like putting together a puzzle. Each piece fits to create something memorable. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to make sense. For example, to grab her attention, you could say something that pulls her out of autopilot. You've got a different kind of energy, you know? Then, you keep her interest with something more specific. Everyone here seems to notice it, but you're so chill, like it's no big deal. And to seal the deal, you create the connection. That kind of confidence is rare. What's your secret? Got it? It's simple yet powerful because it turns a line into a moment. Now think about the context. You're at a coffee shop and you see her reading a book. Instead of saying something generic like, do you like to read? Try something more creative and natural. That book looks like it's taken you to another world. What's the magic in it? This not only shows you truly noticed her, but it also gives her a natural opening to start a conversation. The trick is to be genuine and adapt your approach to the environment and the person, and never come across like a robot repeating pre-made lines. The goal isn't to memorize formulas, but to use these elements as a guide to creating something uniquely yours. When you combine attention, interest, and connection, everything feels natural. And that's when the magic happens. In the next step, we'll dive into authenticity, which is what truly separates generic guys from the ones who leave a mark. Stick around because the game's about to get even more interesting. Authenticity is like that superpower no one uses properly. When you're genuine, people notice they're dealing with someone real. No masks, no forced personas. And in a world where everyone seems to be trying to be something they're not, just being yourself already makes you stand out. Can you think of anything more attractive than that? Now think about it. How many times have you caught yourself trying to say the right thing to impress someone and ended up freezing? It's like you've got a sign on your forehead that says, "I'm nervous." And guess what? That anxiety shows, and in the end, you come across as insecure. Now compare that to the times when you were relaxed, no pressure, just being yourself. Your words flow, you seem more confident, and naturally, you draw people in. Want a practical example? Let's say you're nervous about approaching someone. Instead of trying to hide it, make it lighthearted and even funny. I was just here thinking of a super impressive way to start this conversation, but nothing came to mind. So hi, my name's... This works because it's honest, easygoing, and most importantly, human. Everyone's been in your shoes, and admitting that creates an authentic, memorable moment. When you choose to be authentic, you remove the barriers that come with memorized lines or forced behaviors. And you know what's even better? The pressure to seem perfect disappears, and the interaction feels light and natural for everyone involved. Now, let me show you the most common mistakes that block your authenticity and how to avoid these traps. Ready to level up? Let's be direct. Saying things like, "You're beautiful" or "I love your smile" might seem like a safe route, but in reality, it's a big mistake. Why? Because those lines are so generic they've completely lost their impact. Every woman has heard them dozens or even hundreds of times, and worse, they don't say anything about who you are or what you truly noticed about her. It's like an automatic compliment. Soulless, no connection. If you want to break out of that cycle, you need to play at a higher level, personalization. It's not about throwing around pretty words. It's about noticing the details no one else notices. For example, instead of blurting out a generic "you're beautiful," say something like, "The way you laugh feels so genuine, you can tell you're really enjoying the moment." Here, you're being specific and showing that you're paying attention. The result? Real impact. On top of that, generic compliments can even make a woman feel uncomfortable. When you say something like "you're amazing," she might think, "Okay, but amazing why? He doesn't even know me." And guess what? That can make your comments sound completely fake. When you're specific and sincere, that problem disappears. A woman feels that you're genuinely interested in her as a person, not just throwing out empty compliments to see if they stick. Want to avoid this mistake forever? Ask yourself before speaking, is this something I could say to anyone? If the answer is yes, rethink it. Create something that's just for her. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to adapt your words to the context and vibe of the moment so you never fall into generic territory again. Here's the truth. Thinking one line works everywhere is like trying to wear shorts to a formal wedding. You're asking for it to fail. Context is everything. Where you are, the mood of the moment, and even the energy of the person you want to approach all make a huge difference in what will or won't work. A line that kills at a party could be a disaster in a library. For example, let's say you're at a party full of music, chatter, and laughter. There, you can use something more laid back, like, "You seem like the only person here who's actually having fun. What's your secret?" But if the setting changes to a bookstore, the tone needs to shift. "This book is one of my favorites. What made you pick it up?" The trick is to tailor what you say to fit the environment and create a natural connection. And you know what's even better? When you respond to what's happening around you, you give off a vibe of spontaneity and authenticity. At a concert, and something funny happens on stage, use it. I think the band should ditch the music and focus on stand-up. Did you notice that too? This shows you're present in the moment, not just throwing out generic lines straight from a manual. Adapting your approach to the context doesn't mean changing who you are, it means demonstrating social intelligence. It's about reading the environment and adjusting your energy. Not only does this make you stand out as someone authentic, but it also helps the conversation flow naturally. Do you know what can turn a simple line into a true secret weapon? How you say it. Your tone, facial expressions, and body language have the power to turn even a basic compliment into something memorable. That's why it doesn't matter if you say something amazing if your voice sounds monotone or you seem nervous. In the game of attraction, it's confidence that carries your words and makes them work. Picture this. You say something like, "You have an amazing energy," but you say it with a firm, friendly tone, a slight smile, and steady eye contact. Sounds intriguing, right? Now, Say the same line while staring at the floor, with a shaky and rushed voice. Kind of falls flat, doesn't it? The tone and emotion you put into your words are what really bring them to life. It's the difference between being remembered or forgotten. And it doesn't stop there. Your body language speaks volumes about you. A relaxed posture, shoulders back, arms uncrossed, that screams confidence. Nervous habits like fidgeting with your hands or avoiding eye contact signal insecurity. Pro tip: lean in slightly when she's speaking. It's a subtle but powerful gesture that shows genuine interest without being intrusive. Nonverbal communication is the secret ingredient in your interactions. When it aligns with your words, it creates an experience that goes beyond the obvious and resonates on an emotional level. Finally, we've arrived at the moment you've been waiting for, the line that could change the game. But first, let me stress this. This line isn't some universal magic trick. It works because it ties together everything you've learned so far. Authenticity, context, tone of voice, and attention to detail. Ready? Here it is. There's something about you that's different. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's interesting. Why is this line so powerful? First, it sparks curiosity. When you mention you've noticed something unique, she'll want to know what it is. Second, it's open-ended and natural, which helps the interaction flow without feeling rehearsed. And lastly, it subtly shows you're paying attention to her in a special way, without being generic or over the top. The magic of this line is in the mystery. By saying, "I can't quite put my finger on it," you create a sense of lightness and leave space for her to keep the conversation going. She might joke about it, ask what you mean, or even share something about herself. And the best part? The choice of words conveys confidence without coming across as desperate or forced. It's the perfect balance of assurance and curiosity. Now, the icing on the cake. How to use this line at the right moment. Match your tone. Speak lightly with a confident and casual vibe. Maintain eye contact, a subtle smile, and show you're comfortable. Don't force the line. It should come up naturally in the context. Used the right way, it can be the starting point for creating an authentic and memorable connection. Not every guy is ready for the next level. What I'm about to share is a secret that very few will ever have access to. If you're tired of trying and failing, now's the time to join a select group of men who know exactly how to capture the attention and desire of any woman. Are you ready for this? The path is in the first comment of the video. Check it out now. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.